Okay, for example, if you have the word khalaqa plus al-insanu these are two words. Khalaqa means he created. Okay, so he is the doer. Okay, doer is called fa'il. Someone who is doing something. This is a verb. Created is a verb. So this is called fa'il. Okay, so fa'il is he, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, doing an action which is fa'il. What is the action? He is creating. Okay, now what is he creating? He is creating al-insanu. So al-insanu will be maf'ul. Maf'ul means something just being created. So this sentence, this short sentence has all three things. It has an action, which is creating. It has a fa'il, the one who is doing. And it has a something which is being created. So this is a complete sentence. It has a doer, subject, object, and an action, verb. So in this sentence, the al-insano, the maf'ul, which is originally al-insano, it changes to al-insana. Maf'ul always changes from dhamma to a fatah. Okay? So here, the word is waj'alna, and make us. Okay? And make what? Make us ummat. So the word was ummatun, it will become ummatan. Because ummatan is like a maf'ul. Okay? So it's the same format, but this waj'alna is the one who is causing this to change.
Excuse me, sir. When the ummatan muslimatan, the ummah cannot go with the nisbiyah of Muslim who had this capacity of this faith. And I was in the sphere of the sifa can go on that ummah. Being a Muslim is a sifa.
Being a Muslim is a sifat, right?
Okay, and the ummah, this sifa will go with the ummah.
Yes.
Nisbiyah, it's out
Oh, right. So it has to match.
Yeah, it's out nisbiyah.
Yeah. So these two words have to match to it. Let's say adjective. So if this is ummatan, then muslimatan will also be, muslimatun will become muslimatan. If this was ummatun, this will be muslimatun. It's a sifat. Sifat means characteristic or adjective. Adjective follows the noun. Okay? So that's the reason both of these words go together. Okay? Laka means to you. Okay? So let's follow after that. Wa arina. Okay? So the word ara means to show. Okay, so actually this word also has a ya in there, like that. This means to show. Okay? And arina is a command again, show us. Show us. Okay? So they are making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, show us or teach us. Okay? So they are continuing making dua, and wa means and, show us. Okay?
For a command, it should have been a kasra. I don't know how to say it, but it should have a kasra if it was a command.
No, but this is the different ba. this is Bab Af'ala. If it was a Bab Fa'ala, which is the C, this difference is C and show. So Bab Fa'ala is C, Bab Af'ala is show. Okay? And that's the reason alif in the beginning. Af'ala usually should have two alifs, but one drops out. Okay. So the next word is manasikana. Manasikana. Two words. Na still means us. Okay. Now, the root letters are Noon, Seen, and Kaf. This means to sacrifice. Nasaka, this means to sacrifice. Okay? Now, Nusuk, Nusuk means, or Nusukun, I say it's a Nuskun, means a sacrifice. Now, the very important part of the Hajj is sacrificing there. When we go for Hajj, the important part of the sacrifice is Hajj. But this word is used for all the things that are done during the Hajj. Only when they are, like if you are doing a sacrifice at home, somewhere else, then this is the word for sacrifice. But when you go for Hajj, then this word is not used for sacrifice only, but this is used for everything which is done during the Hajj. Okay? Which is okay. In Umrah you don't sacrifice. Okay? So in Umrah you don't have to go to some places. You don't have to go to Arafat. You don't have to go to Muzdalifah or Mina. Only you have to do tawaf. That's Umrah. So that's just a part. So the entire Hajj includes doing the tawaf, doing the sa'i, going to Mina, Muzdalifah, Arafat, coming back, sacrificing the animal, and doing all those things. Those are called manasik-e-Hajj, which is the plural of this word. Manasik is the plural. Okay? So manasik means ways to worship, and in particular during Hajj. Or they are called rituals of the Hajj. Rituals means different things we do in the Hajj. They are called rituals. Okay? But these are what are the different things we are supposed to do when we go for Hajj. They all are called manasik-e-Hajj. Manasik. So, manasikana, our ways of worshipping during the Hajj. So, they are making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and teach us how to perform Hajj. Teach us how to do all these different things during the Hajj. Okay? Now also remember that Hajj was also being done before Prophet ﷺ, before the Quran. And this was the way that Ibrahim a.s. had started. But the local people and the visitors had added a lot of things in there, had changed things in there, which Prophet ﷺ stopped. Those things. Okay? They have invented different things. They had put idols inside the Kaaba. They used to talk about their forefathers, how brave they were during the Hajj time, instead of remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of the Quraysh leader would not go back to Mina from Muzdalifah. They said, these are for the visitors. All those things which they had changed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran and Prophet ﷺ stopped those things. Okay? So the Hajj became the original part, and the way Prophet ﷺ performed the things in there.
So the original schedule was was created by Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, that this is what we should do.
Yes, except those things that were modified during the period. Yeah.
We just follow exactly what Ibrahim did it during that time.
Or whatever Prophet ﷺ did extra things there. Okay. Which are all the work, he did not change any major things. But worshipping, like, okay, as the Quran says that when you are done with the Hajj, the people when they were done with the Hajj, they would celebrate. They will have parties. They will drink. And they will talk about their forefathers, how great they were. So Quran stopped all those things. He said, no, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And stay, sometimes they will not combine the Hajj and Umrah. Okay, those kind of all these things which were changed by the local people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought them the way Prophet ﷺ did and corrected the way Ibrahim ﷺ did. Okay? So these manasik are called manasik-e-Hajj. This word is used, manasik-e-Hajj. If you are going for Hajj, then the teacher will tell you what the manasik-e-Hajj are. What are those things that you have to do during the Hajj? So Ibrahim ﷺ made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and show us the rituals of the Hajj. Manasik-e-Hajj. Our rituals. Okay? Wa means and. Okay, the next word is ta, waw, and ba. This means to turn. Ta, waw, and ba means to turn. And tubu is a request or a dua, means turn. If you want to say someone, turn, you will say tub. Ta, te, wa, ba means to turn, and tub means turn. Okay? Tub alayna. Alayna means Allah and plus na. Allah means to us. So he is making dua, Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam, to Allah and turn to us. What is the meaning turn to us? Accept our tawbah. When we make tawbah, we ask forgiveness. Turn your attention to us and accept our tawbah. Tubu alayna means turn to us, turn to us, or it means accept our tawbah. Accepting tawbah means when we ask for forgiveness or we do something and we ask you to forgive that, turn your attention to us and forgive. Okay, that's the meaning of tawbah. وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا, and turn to us. Okay? Now this word tawbah is used in two different ways. When a person says tawbah, when a person or a human being is saying tawbah, he is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive. When this word is used for Allah, that means Allah is forgiving the person. Allah is not asking for forgiveness. This word is used for both insan and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when it is used for insan, it means insan is making tawbah. When it is used for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah is accepting tawbah. Okay? And that word becomes clear in this word tawwab. Okay? So the next word is inna plus ka. This means indeed you. Indeed you. You here is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ibrahim alayhi salam is saying, indeed you are. Indeed you are. Okay. And we also just saw that anta means you again. Okay. Now the word is the same, next word is from the same root letters. Ta, waw and ba means to turn. Okay. And the word tawwab at this scale is used for someone, or tawwabun, someone who does the same thing again and again. Okay? So tawwabun means he who turns again and again. Tawwab. Okay. So this is made like a fa'ala. Fa'ala means to do. Okay. And if you make a word from this, fa'al, fa'alun, whenever we make a word like this, which means we double the middle letter and put an alif there. Fa'alun. Fa'alun is a person who keeps doing the same thing. Okay, here, this, we know the word fa'il. Fa'il is someone who does something, like sajid. Sajid is the one who is making sajda. So if someone is doing something, you call him fa'il, the doer. Sajidun, hamidun, okay? The doer, who does something. But if that person keep doing the same thing again and again, then for that you use this grammar, this word. Which means you put a shadda on the middle letter and alif here. Fa'al. Okay? Like kafar. You have a kafir and you have kafar. Kafir is the one who rejects. Kafar is a person who keeps rejecting. Okay? So we use the same rule here as put a shadda on the middle letter and put it in alif here. So this becomes tawwab. Tawwab means someone who keeps turning, continues turning. What it means? He continues forgiving.
Ask it for forgiveness.
No, Allah, this is for Allah. So we ask forgiveness, He forgives. Then we do again something wrong, we ask for forgiveness,
More
He forgives you again.
More sincerely, though.
So we can
Yeah.
say, رَبَّنَا وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ.
Yeah,
To ask for
Yeah.
dua.
yeah, yes,
We
you
can
can
say,
say.
رَبَّنَا وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا إِنَّكَ
Yeah,
أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ. Or
Yeah.
we can say, رَبَّنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ.
You can say both, but if you want to just repeat the dua of the Quran, then say the full words. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps forgiving, okay, his servant again and again and again. Okay? It is not like human being that if your child does something wrong and he asks for apology, you forgive him. But he does the same thing next day, and he does the same thing next day. So one day you will say, no, that's enough. Right? You do the same thing every day, and you come and ask and say sorry. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to his servants, is tawwab. Every day we do something wrong.
The door is always open.
Every day we ask forgiveness, and every day he forgives us. That is the meaning of tawwab. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is at-tawwab, means he keeps turning to us in forgiveness. Okay? He keeps forgiving us. Okay? So that is the meaning of tawwab, and there you can also translate it often turning. Means keep doing, keep turning in forgiveness to a human being. Often or all the time.
After turning most mercy.
Yeah. And Ar-Rahim is merciful. So he is merciful and he keeps forgiving his servants.
Because there are two, anta and kaf. I think somewhere the word you and you alone.
So when anta is coming in the middle, you are emphasizing that you are the one. You are the one. Okay? There is nobody else. Okay? See, the innaka has you and anta has you. Okay? So you can say you are, the only you are who can be tawwab and who can be rahim. Okay? So that is to emphasize by saying twice the same word. It is only you. You are the one. Okay? Who is at-tawwab and ar-rahim. Okay? So there any questions? So inshallah we'll stop here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from us.
I have a question. Does Kaaba got rebuilt during the Prophet Muhammad?